Hey everybody, producer Tom Barnes for CBS Chicago, checking each and every neighborhood for the love of Chicago. Today I am in the Clearing neighborhood, and that's right, you just saw an airplane because Midway Airport is in the southern part of the Clearing neighborhood. I went over to the Chicago History Museum to talk to my friend Peter Alter all about the Clearing neighborhood. Let's see what he had to say.
Well, a lot of your viewers have probably been to the Clearing neighborhood and just not known it, because the Clearing neighborhood does include kind of roughly the southern half of Midway Airport.
Yeah. Well, then everybody's been to it, for the most part. Yeah.
Yes, right. Yes, far southwest side, and the Clearing neighborhood goes back to the 1850s. One of Chicago's early mayors, John Wentworth, owned a lot of that area. Mm-hmm. Eventually it was sold off. A.B. Stickney tried to make kind of an industrial park and sort of a railroad hub there that kind of boomed and busted. Lots of factories, lots of jobs. Union jobs were there. The Continental Can Company was in that neighborhood.
My grandfather worked there.
Oh, really?
Yes,
okay.
He did.
We actually have the union records of the union there, the United Steelworkers. We have those in our collections. And there were lots of other can companies, so people worked at multiple factories because they had the same skills.
And 65th Street is kind of the street that runs down the southern part of
Yes,
Clearing,
that's the southern edge of Clearing, right. And
one of the unique aspects besides Midway Airport in the Clearing neighborhood is Chrysler Village. And inside Chrysler Village, you have Lauer Park, which is this spot right here. Peter, what do we need to know about Chrysler Village?
Yes, a planned neighborhood, but the 1940s, and this is really the first boom era of settlement in the Clearing neighborhood. You know, a long, kind of narrow and skinny neighborhood. The interesting thing about Chrysler Village is that a lot of the streets do not follow the grid plan. They are circular.
So that will mess up anybody delivering a pizza.
Right, right, exactly. So these 1940s era brick structures, and they're still there and kind of a historic part of the Clearing neighborhood.
There's a big reason why that was a thing. It was World War II, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So the B-29, I think known as the Flying Fortress, they were made at the Chrysler factory during World War II. And in other neighborhoods like Edison Park, way up on the northwest side, there was also aircraft manufacturing during World War II. And so,
I did not know that.
Yes. So you see these neighborhoods are really impacted not only by local events, but by international events. This major war, right? World War II that spread across the globe.
And when you drive through the Clearing neighborhood today, one of the major corridors is 63rd Street, where you see a lot of evidence of that pre-World War II housing boom with the businesses on the bottom, residents on top, and of course, when you get into the neighborhood itself, you'll see some of the parks like Hale Park connected to a school or a park district, and of course, the pre-World War II houses that surround it, giving it that true Southwest Side Chicago feel.
Another fun fact of the Clearing neighborhood is how it got its name. It refers to clearing the yard of boxcars and old rail yards. And you hear that right when you're walking through the Clearing neighborhood. And then you have Midway Airport, that is the southern portion of the Clearing neighborhood. But where do people go to eat around here? I talked to a local businessman. His name is Mickey, and he owns Vince's Pizza. It's been around since 1956. But what makes their pizza so good?
Passion. Liking what you do. My pizza's homemade. I make my own dough. I make my own sausage, fresh vegetables. I try to keep it as clean and simple as I can. And with my father's, now the recipe for the pizza sauce is all on my father. What this is Southern Italian-American cooking, the way I was taught by my parents.
One of the things I asked Mickey was about the history of the pizza and his mom and dad.
My mom's name is Mary, my dad's name is Vince. My dad's from a small town just east of Rome called Priverno, and my mom's family, my mom was born here, my mom's family's from a town just east of Salerno, Italy, called Sassano. These are all grandparents' and parents' recipes. The spaghetti sauce is my grandma's recipe, brought in here by my dad, and I think she got it from her grandma. And my grandma died in her 80s, in the 80s. So that recipe is over 100 years old. I haven't changed anything. There's an old saying, if it's not broke, don't fix it.
But what about your pizza that is so good, Mickey? Tell me.
I think it's a thin crust pizza, and it holds its form. It's crisp. Sausage and pepperoni are big sellers. Beef and giardiniera. But I have all kinds of pizza. I have stuffed pizza, pan pizza, thick crust pizza, thin, extra thin.
Just like every owner that I've ever interviewed, I always wonder, what's their favorite pizza?
Sausage and onion, mine.
And check out the vibe of this place. It's just spectacular. It is old school, all designed from the brain of Vince, Mickey's dad.
The original decor is what he visioned. The decor in that room there and over here, he visioned that. I only changed some small things like the lattice on the lights and stuff. My mother would go out to all the tables and ask everybody, people are old enough to remember, how's everything? And she'd pat them on the back, or she was a sweetheart. Yeah, but let me stress, my parents were the most integral part of this business. All me and my brother did was to continue on with it. It's their legacy.
I mean, the pizza is fantastic, but Mickey wanted me to try his dad's old school recipe. Mickey, what is it?
It's called an alla romana, which is a fresh tomato bruschetta mix, spiced, and I add spinach and garlic on it. And it's very different. That was from my dad's hometown.
That pizza is fantastic. And Mickey tells me that pizza was made out of necessity in the 1930s in Italy when they used communal ovens as the leftovers of the food that they made for the day. That is just one aspect of a million here in the Clearing neighborhood. I'm specifically in Lauer Park, that's in Chrysler Village, a neighborhood within the Clearing neighborhood. You got to check it out because you got Midway Airport, you got the rail yards, you got everything happening here, but Chrysler Village and everything else. Be sure to check out Vince's right on 63rd and come out for the day and check out the Clearing neighborhood. I am producer Tom Barnes for CBS Chicago. We'll see you next time.